Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Hello my esteemed students and welcome to a new lesson of English. In our today's lesson, we'll continue talking about puzzles and mysteries. We will talk about the second part of puzzles and mysteries. In the previous lesson, we dealt with the text, but we didn't finish it. Now, in this lesson, we will finish dealing with the text of puzzles and mysteries. Read the last two paragraphs. Write notes about each of the following in your notebook. Now, while we are reading now, we want to write down some notes about these tips. Number 1, what the two mysteries of the Nazca lines are. Number 2, theories about the mysteries. Number 3, the writer's opinion about the theories. Let's move to reading. The third paragraph. Clearly, there are two big mysteries about the Nazca lines. The first is this. So the first one is, how were the lines and pictures made 2000 years ago? As far as we know, nobody could see the pictures, so it must have been difficult to draw them. The second and greater mystery is, why did they do it? If nobody on earth could see the results, why did they bother? The lines and pictures must have had an important purpose. What was that purpose? Now, after reading the first paragraph of today's lesson, we want to clarify or to explain some words. Clearly, there are two big mysteries. So here we will note that there are two mysteries about the Nazca lines. The first mystery is how these lines and pictures made. How are they made 2000 years ago? The second one, as far as we know, nobody could see the pictures, so it must have been difficult to draw them. Now, the second mystery is why. So the first one is how, and the second one is why. Why did they do it? What is the purpose? What was the purpose? If nobody on earth could see the results, why did they bother? Here, what is the meaning of bother? Bother means to spend time and energy doing something. The lines and pictures must have had an important purpose. Purpose means here goals or goal. What was that goal? What was that purpose? We don't know. Let's go on reading. Many people have tried to answer the questions. Some people said the markings, the lines and the pictures here. So some people say the markings can't have been made by ancient people. They say they might have been made by aliens who could see the pictures of them from their spaceships. Other people have suggested that the ancient people might have made hot air balloons from animal skins, and that a master artist might have directed teams of workers from his balloon. But it's extremely unlikely that these explanations are true. It's more likely that the ancient people found a simpler way to make the markings without any need for spaceships, planes, or balloons. The purpose of the markings was most likely religious. The people may have thought their gods will see the pictures from the sky. Perhaps they also used the lines as paths in religious ceremonies. However, nobody knows for the sure. Nobody knows for sure. The how and why of the Nazca lines will always be a mystery. So, the how and the why of the Nazca lines will always be a mystery. Let's explain some words in the second paragraph. Many people have tried, so many people have attempted to answer these questions, to put answers to the questions. Some people say the markings here are lines and pictures. So some of them say the markings can't have been made by ancient people, by old people. They say they might have been made by aliens. What is the meaning of aliens? Aliens here means strangers who could see the pictures from their spaceships. Other people have said that the ancient people, the old people, might have made hot air balloons from animal skins, and that master, a director, might have directed teams of workers from his balloon. But it's extremely unlikely that these explanations are true. It's likely that the ancient people found a simpler way, a very easy way to make the markings without any need for spaceships, planes, or balloons. So the purpose, the goal of the markings was most likely religious. Maybe the people may have thought their gods could or would see the pictures from the sky. Perhaps they also used the lines as paths, as roads in religious cemeteries or ceremonies. However, nobody knows for sure. So they are still mysteries. And finally, the question how and why of the Nazca lines will always was a mystery, and it's still a mystery. Now, after reading the last two paragraphs, we will come back to the questions or to the topics, our topics. The first one, what the two mysteries of the Nazca lines are? Yes. The answer is, how are they made, and who is the makers? Who was the makers? Theories about the mysteries. We can find many theories about them in the text. There are made by aliens, for example. Number 3, the writer's opinion about the theories. The writer thinks they are made in a simpler way. So, possible answers in exercise number C, how the lines were made and who made them. The answer number 2, lines made by aliens, made by people using hot air balloons. And finally, the author's opinion is they are made in a simpler way. They are made in a simpler way, without flying, without planes, balloons, or spaceships. Probably used in religious ceremonies, will always be a mystery. Now, after reading the text, we can do something else. Now let's move to the workbook. On page number 4, we have some exercises and we want to do them. Exercise number B on your book, on your workbook, says, look at the text and match the words from 1 to 7 to their meanings from A to G. Do not use a dictionary. Don't use a dictionary. Number 1, narrow, bother, purpose, markings, hot air balloon, directed, ceremonies. So all these words are found in the text, and we want to know their meanings. We have number A, give instructions, B, make an effort, C, the opposite of wide, D, formal social occasions, E, reason for doing something, F, lines, G, a large bag filled with air or gas to make it rise in the air. Let's begin from the first word, which is narrow. Narrow is the opposite of wide, so we can match it with number C. Bother. Bother means to make an effort. To make an effort when you are doing something. We match it with B. Purpose. Purpose. The meaning of purpose is reason. So purpose is the reason for doing something, or the goal, your goal of doing something. We match it with number E. Markings here means lines. Markings are lines. Hot air balloon is a large bag filled with air or gas to make it rise in the air. Directed, gave instructions. Gave, if you want to direct, so you are giving instructions. Ceremonies, the meaning of it is formal social occasions. Formal social occasions. Now these are the answers. Yes, we match A with C, 2 with B, 3 with E, 4 with F, 5 with G, 6 with A, and finally number 7 we match it with D. Let's move to another practice or exercise. Exercise number D. Read the phrases below about the Nazca lines. Mark each one F for fact or P for possibility. Here we will read the sentences. These sentences are about the Nazca lines. We have to put a mark next to every sentence. We have to put F if the sentence is a fact, and P if it's possibility. Number 1. These lines cover a flat area. These lines cover a flat area. Yes, that's true. So this is a fact. Number 2. They can be seen only from a plane. They can be seen only from a plane. Yes, this is another fact. This is another fact. 3. It must have been difficult to draw them in a hot air balloon. It must have been difficult to draw them in a hot air balloon. Yes, this sentence is also a fact. The 4th sentence. A master artist might have directed teams of workers on the ground. No, this is possibility. It's not a fact. Number 5. It's more likely that the ancient people found a simpler way to make them. It's more likely that the ancient people found a simple way to make them. Also, this is a possibility. And number 6, the people may have thought their gods would see. Their gods would see. Here, in the last sentence, we have possibility. So, here, in the last 3 sentences, we have opinions. We have opinions. A master artist might. Here, might is a key word. So, it's not a fact. A master artist might have directed teams of workers on the ground. So, here the word might is a key word. Number 5, it's more likely. So, the person who speaks here is not sure because it's not a fact. It's just a possible sentence. It's more likely, also here likely is a key word, that the ancient people found a simple way to make them. And in the final sentence we have the people may have thought their gods will see. Also may here is a key word, is a very important word which leads us to know that it's just a possibility, it's not a fact, it's not a fact. So we have to differentiate between facts and opinions, facts and possible answers. Now I will give you the answers. So the possible answers in exercise number D. Number 1 is a fact. Number 2 is a fact. Number 3 is a fact. Number 4, 5 and 6 are possibility. They have possible sentences. Now, dear students, thank you for spending your time listening to me, and I hope this lesson will be of benefit to everybody concerned. And I wish everybody of you has the benefit of this lesson. Study hard, be hard-working students, have a good time, and goodbye.